November 23rd, 2003 to sometime in 2004. This is journal number 14, or sketchbook number 14. This is probably one of my favorite sketchbooks to look at. It has, I don't know where I got some of these stickers from. I made that one. That is a hacky sack or a foot bag with wings. I printed it out on my computer. I'm not sure what this is. Somebody gave me the sticker, or I got the sticker somewhere. I think this is one of my favorites because I really filled this up and I feel like I was doing a lot better as an artist. So we're going to go through it pretty quick. In fact, some of the pages in here are actually from another, like this is glued in, it's from another sketchbook. I was coming up with some ideas for some birdhouses and just trying out different things. Glued those pages in, and then I started doing some birdhouse drawings in this particular book. And of course some journaling. And more journaling, and more birdhouses. I think my wife might have drawn some of these birdhouses. And a list of things to do. I was here, but you were not. So here I leave this box of pot. My wife is a potter. It wasn't actually marijuana or anything. It was pottery. I was here, but you were not. So here I leave this box of pot. If you'd please take them to your shop to sell them, or to sell them not. I don't know why I wrote that poem, but I promise you it's not talking about marijuana. Playing with block letters. This is a box that I made. This is the design for the box that I made. It was a writing box, a place for like paper and ink pens and nibs and stuff like that. I glued some pages from another sketchbook into this sketchbook. This was, so like if my sketchbook is not this size, if it's like not this size, I don't really like them. This is my favorite size. And I had a smaller sketchbook and I did some stuff in it and wrote and journaled and drew pictures of naked women. I probably did some figure drawing in it. This is like, I don't know, part of my, oh, this is my front porch. That's what that's a drawing of. So anyway, I took the other sketchbook apart and glued it into this one. A picture of my hand, or a drawing of my hand. Some more figure drawing. This might have been like statues or something that I were drawn in an exhibit. I don't really remember. Another drawing of my hand. Drawing of my cat. Just a face drawing. I think I made that up. More of those pages. There's an ink, a bottle of ink, Bombay India ink. There's a strawberry and a cardinal, and journaling, and more journaling. These are cut out of a magazine. They're bolts. I didn't draw them, but I thought they looked cool, so I glued them down. I think I was trying out different pens or different chalks and stuff. I think I did that with coffee. Like I drew it and then I went and painted it in with coffee. You remember those old cell phones? Old. The golden ratio. More journaling, more journaling, more journaling. A birdhouse. More journaling. And a picture of some person I don't know. Paintings that I was working on. A Schaefer ink cartridge for a pen, a lighter, and a spoon. More journaling. Journaling around a door. See, I was working on this series of door paintings. I didn't do very many of them, I don't think. Some drawings of some stairs. The stairs, up and down, to and fro, to the bottom, here I go. There is no end, there is no use, these crazy stairs, the architect's abuse. More journaling. It's a photograph or something from a magazine I had glued down. More journaling. More journaling. More journaling. I don't know what this is. I think it's a drawing I did of a washer. I did several of these for some reason. What is this circle thing? More circle things. More circle things. This is just kind of what was on my mind at the time. Look, it's another circle thing. This is my friend Jonathan. That's another circle thing. I like working with ink a lot, especially in my sketchbooks. There's a drawing of one of my students, I think, at work. One of my students at work. I did a painting of these, I did a painting of that, and I did a painting of that. There's like actual paintings of these somewhere in existence. I thought about doing some drawings and paintings of sticks that were really nice, but I don't know. I don't think I ever did. Drawings of people. These were big, fast sketch gesture drawings of people, probably in Barnes & Noble or something somewhere. A shoe. A toothbrush. A stick of gum. A pencil. A ladder. A bottle of water. I don't know what these are. Blind contour drawings of Confederate soldier statue. More ideas for screwdriver paintings and bolts, a camera, forks, screwdrivers, a spoon, a ladder. I actually had to go to jury duty one time, and the whole jury duty, the whole case was about a guy who fell off a ladder and was suing the ladder company. Screwdrivers in perspective. More screwdrivers in perspective. This is a watch in perspective. A knife, a fork, a pen, a pair of scissors, a fork in perspective. TVs in perspective. There's a painting of this somewhere out there. You can actually go to my Zazzle store, look in the description down below, and you can find this painting on a t-shirt, and you can own that. Couches in perspective. Coffee mugs in perspective. A fence in perspective. List of songs, a crayon in perspective, and some more journaling. Not cell phones, but telephones, like portable phones, cordless phones back in the day. Remember cordless phones back in the day? In perspective and floating in the sky. Some Spanish journaling, more journaling, a ink pen, like a pen holder, a nib and nib holder in perspective, a birdhouse, feet, journaling, there's a bowl, the bird, a camera in perspective, a screwy camera in perspective. I tried to do a chain, didn't do that so good. There it is, it's better. Bolts in perspective. So this was kind of the start to a series of paintings that I did in perspective, or in a series of paintings on perspective that I did. A phone, some more birdhouses and bird feeders. My wife makes these wonderful ring-shaped bird feeders. Orbit chewing gum, a key in perspective, 2 keys in perspective. I actually did a painting, I think it was 3 keys, a very large painting. A guy who had been playing hacky sack or footbag and fell down, and I drew him while he was laying on the ground. Pen, ink, and erasers and tape. A bed in perspective. a boombox in perspective. You remember when you couldn't listen to music on your phone and we had to have these things? That was the day. A very long screwdriver. Now I got into crazy perspective. So there's a TV and a TV stand in curvilinear perspective. Try that one out. Journaling, another bolt in perspective. A open door. A birdhouse and a bird feeder and a figure drawing. More screwdrivers in perspective. I think I did this painting too. You can actually find this somewhere. I don't know who has it. My yard, an aerial view of my yard. A key, 3 keys. I actually did a painting of 7 keys, I think it was, in perspective like this, that went all the way up. Pencils in perspective, I did a painting of that. There's a cigarette and an ashtray. This is actually, I said I did a painting of this one. Well, it actually looks more like that one. And this one. See the little people and the giant pencils? Pencils. Television. There's a painting of this one somewhere out there. 3 feet tall. I'm sorry, 3 feet wide. No, 2 feet wide by 3 feet tall, I think. A pencil. A curvy pencil. Some ideas for some pottery. A drawing of a salt shaker. Here's some sugar packets in perspective. A Tabasco bottle in perspective. 2 Tabasco bottles in perspective. Curvilinear perspective. A lighter in perspective. And just some more song lists. More pencils. A list of tricks to do in footbag or hacky sack. Ideas for paintings, more journaling. I don't know what that is or why. More journaling. This was a student art show that I did at Gulfport High School, teacher and student art show at 13th Street Gallery. And this is a drawing that I did for the invitation. This is actually the invitation. That's my drawing. Some ideas for other, like peeling paint or something. Not sure. An awesome sketch I did of some watercolors, a watercolor tray. Some journaling, more journaling, more journaling. Some matchsticks. Pencils that aren't sharpened. Some more journaling, more journaling. The hand foreshortened. About to push the button. Some Sharpie marker, or some Marks-a-Lot markers. I actually did a painting of that one. Looks more like that one. And those. And journaling, and journaling. And these journal pages are in pen and ink. You see how it's like bleeding through right there? And here are some birdhouses. This page is upside down. And this is the lyrics to a song called Pitiful by Blindside. It was a really good song. I really liked it a lot. It's still a really good song. And that is the end of my 14th sketchbook. Hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think. And your turn to go make some art, maybe in a sketchbook. Later.